And we are live again for Cancer Love and Money bonus reading. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I just did 6 live readings for Capricorn through Gemini, and now we're going for Cancer. For those of you who are regular here, subscribers, or new, this is like an extra little bonus that I would like to give you for the New Year's or for whenever you're watching this. The regular general tarot scopes for January are all already up. You can find your Cancer reading either in your Cancer playlist or in your my January 2020 playlist. And this is like something added that I do. It's not instead. Okay, it's going to be short and sweet for whatever it is that you need to hear right now. So thank you so much for joining me. As I'm shuffling, focusing on asking message for love. Let's start with love for my Cancerian seekers. I will let you guys know, in case you haven't heard, I've created a Karmic Shift and Liberation Special Extended to look into your past lifetimes karma, generational karma, and self-made karma, and how they currently all still affecting or hindering your love life, career, and finances. And we're really working through transmuting and releasing it in that special reading. It's on Vimeo, and the link to that is below. These are meaningful times, karmic times. 2020 is going to be intense in that regard, for better or for worse. It all depends on each of our journey. So I did something to kind of guide us through that. So check it out if you want to. And hi again to everyone who just joined. Thank you. I keep forgetting to say that. I'm sorry. If you're new, my name is Morgane. There, I said it. Okay. So after 6 readings, let's kind of shuffle it really, really well, clean the energy, and see what I can tell my beautiful Cancer seekers for their love life. What do Cancer need to know now about love? I pre-shuffled before I pressed the go live, and this card came out, which is your card, the Chariot. Some of you are really into taking control over your dream, whatever aspiration it is that you have when it comes to love. And then the Hermit. Wow. You have went through, hi MK, you think you're a crab? That's funny. Okay. So some of you have went through a very interesting journey, long journey when it comes to love, of really mastering your strength. And strength is a big thing when it comes to love. Page of Wands. It's something that is really needed, because love is one of the most challenging, intriguing, unknown voyage that we ever go through as a human, as a spirit, as a heart, as a mind. And I feel like a lot of you out there with this combination of the Chariot, the Hermit, and the Page of Wands, I want to show it to you. Other than being extremely adventurous and really wanting to dive into the experience of what is love on an emotional level, what is love on a spiritual level, what is love on a fun, adventurous level. Other than that, I feel like a lot of you guys out there kind of saw love as a journey to expansion and empowerment, as it is, but you took it real. Like, you really had it was in your conscious, what I just said. You were conscious about it, and you were really taking the steps to, what's the word? I don't want to say research, the steps to discover what love is. This is a very interesting message that I'm getting for you guys. And every single time you had to fight for something, or every time you went through something, whether good or bad, emotionally, in your love life, you took it all in a very introspective way. You really looked at every situation, what it gave you, what it taught you, I'm seeing some of you out there being very, very grateful for your experiences, for your past partnerships. Brian, YouTube tarot whores victimizing old men for online cash is all the new rage. I'm so sorry for your bitter pain, but you are so reported. Like, come on, get over it. Move on. Find life, you know? It's like, it doesn't even like affect me. Like, people are cray. And I'm now refocusing my energy on you lovely people out here that are sane and loving, and I'm happy to have you here. Oh, you didn't see that? Because I immediately took it off. I read it out loud because it made me laugh. Like, really? YouTube whores taking advantage of old men for money? Let's talk about old men taking advantage of old men whores taking advantage of women for sex by trying to buy them with the money that they have because, you know, they're in need or something like that. Every time someone uses someone else, it's mutual. Someone always gets something out of something and then they cry baby about it like they're the victim. You got something out of it. Someone used you for something, you used them as well. Oh, a woman used an old man for money, that old man used her for sex. Like, it was a business transaction. Okay, if you pay a whore, you're a whore. If you can be a whore for sex, you can be a whore for money. I don't care if you're old, young, man, woman, all you hoes out there paying for things with things, good for you, but don't complain. I'm not judging anyone. If it's mutual and people are mutually taking advantage of each other, as long as you had a conversation about it, go live your life. But don't fucking come on my live stream and mess with me, because I am the Zohan. Seriously. Anyway, we were in the midst of a beautiful message. It's telling you that your adventurous, wise spirit that has took every experience into heart and grew from it has reached the end of that journey when it comes to love, now in December 2019 that we just passed. Now it's time to live the knowledge. Intellectual, I'm so making you a moderator right now because you're so encouraging and always telling people to press the like button. So consider yourself a mod. Thank you so much. I so appreciate that. You're lovely. So, Cancer, in the past month of December 2019, you've reached the end. I'm saying this because Page of Wands, it's Sag season. It's December. And all this journey leads to this. This is also Cancer and Virgo energy, in case it matters to anyone. But 2020 is the new decade for you to live by. To live by all that you have learned. And to love and be loved for the sake of love. And not for the sake of the expansion from love. Does that make sense? Like, you've reached a point where you can just sit back and enjoy love. Because that's what love is truly about. It's about immense joy, immense sense of belonging. Just walking next to one another. Being the giggle in all the funerals. Seriously, it's someone to be the giggle with you in every funeral. It's a metaphor. Life is complex. It brings in good, it brings in bad. And to just be able to walk that path with someone, it's a great privilege. And some of you have went through such a wonderful journey of self-discovery, of life discovery. Wow, this is a very meaningful message. Did that resonate or speak to anyone out there? Let me know if it did. But wow, fantastic, super powerful. Cool, Cancer. Anything else for love? Just one more card. I feel like something else wants to come out. One more card for love, for Cancer, to finalize this message, to complete this message. The Star. Oh my God. So this is the card, for those of you who are not familiar, this is the card of true love and purity and dreams. Now, I think I spoke about this card. Was it for Sagittarius? Or the sign right next to it? To become pure, you have to go through an alchemical process. And alchemy starts with burn. You got to burn yourself to the ground, all your mechanism and all your triggers and all your sense of selves, to reach that pure core essence of the matter, whatever matter it is that you're trying to alchemize with something else. It starts with fire and burns like hell. You did it. For some of you, it may have reflected in a lot of karmic relationships or a lot of very deep, intense connections that have really cornered you and pushed you into, stretching your limits when it comes to your heart and psyche, and you've expanded from each and every one of those. And I feel like I'm tapping into some Cancers out there that really took the whole, karmic times into heart, and really did a great job with finalizing or learning a lot from soulmate connections and karmic connections. And you're now at a place where you're at your core when it comes to your love, when it comes to your soul. And that is such a clean frequency. It allows to it can only mirror something that is similar. So that can attract someone that is just like that, or is just like you, or went through a similar journey. This is amazing. So I feel like this message, and it's super channeled as well from the cards, I feel like this message is telling you that either at this moment in time or pretty soon, if you're not with the one, you're definitely finding the one. And it comes from a place that really feels ready, that feels like you went through the journey, that you did whatever it is that your soul came here to do first before it felt ready to move on to this true love stage. Oh my God, this is such a magical reading. I have the chills. A lot of the other signs had it a little bit hard, but this is beautiful. And you're about to show yourself truly for the first time. You're about to take off the cloak of perception of self that you normally put out there when it comes to love or potential partners, and really show yourself for who you truly are. And it's beautiful, and it's impossible to not fall in love with that. Absolutely gorgeous. Wow, Cancer. Cancer is in the house. Good job. Wow. I can't even oh my God. No, you want to look at it again? Okay. Great. Let's move into your finances. I don't know if it could be any better than this. So, finances. 7 of Cups. Okay. A lot of 7s on the table. I need to see more. 7 of Cups, and then what? 4. Intellectual. It's okay. 2, 3 times. Oh, hi, Mama Jama. Another moderator. I have 2 lovely mods now in the house. Okay. Finances. So I'm sorry, I have to say something to my new moderator just for so you know. Thank you so much for supporting and asking people to press the like, but you can also just chill and talk a little bit. And of course do that, but you can also chill a little bit, and you can also say other things like I don't know, super chat. You can encourage people to support my journey with a super chat or a share. I'm sorry that I'm doing this now. I don't have any other opportunity but to do this at this moment. So you're watching my process live, literally. And yeah, so feel free to improvise. And also, if someone comes along and starts cursing or being super trolling, to take them out of take them out. like block them or something. Okay. Okay, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. So, finances for my Cancerians. No, I didn't say no. It's just I'm focusing now on the message. No worries. And thank you for offering. I appreciate it. It's not needed right now. That's all. Okay. So, finances for Cancer at this moment in time. What do my Cancer need to know? What does my Cancer seeker need to know right now in regards to their finances? So we have the Seven of Cups and then we have the Magician. Wait for it. Wait for it. One more before I start talking. One more card for okay. And the Two of Wands in the reverse. Interesting. So, Seven of Cups, Magician, and Two of Wands in the reverse. I feel like some of you have went through a time where you were like all over the place, meaning like you've done a lot of things. And I think it was from a place of gathering more and more skill, either resume or knowledge, or just feeding curiosity for life. You did a lot of things, some of you out there, and it created a lot of skill and a lot of ability. But now, similar to love, okay, it always somehow works together because they're both ruled by Venus. Now it's time to not learn something new or doing just another small things here and there, to not spread yourself and your energy thin for means of expansion of the knowledge and of the experience, which was great for as long as you did that. But now the message is harness all that, because the Magician has mastered all the elements, right? The wands, the cups, the swords, and the pentacles, the earth, the water, the air, and the fire. It means that you have gained a lot of knowledge, a lot of experience, a lot of ability. Now it's the time to manifest it, to kind of harness it all together, mold it into something that has a very practical shape that can lead into tangible results, to somehow make it all work. It's time to live by it. You've gathered enough. You've been the seeker for X amount of time. You've been the intern. You've been the student. You've been the, call it whatever you want. And you're now called to step into master energy, where you are living it, acting upon it, and maybe even teaching. But hold on with that when it comes to your finances. First start to bring the money in, because this is a message for money, right? And I feel like you've been setting the ground when it comes to your knowledge so far. And you weren't exactly, and a lot of it wasn't intentional. Oh, I want to learn a lot. A lot of it was just like trial and error. Okay, who am I? What do I want to do? What do I want to be? So you tried a lot of things, not knowing that your spirit is basically guiding you to collect a lot of knowledge. So one day, in due time, you'll be able to make something big out of all of it together. Okay, I can give you an example for myself. I've started working at a very young age, from 14 years old, out of just I needed to, and I've done almost everything you can possibly imagine when it comes to work. I've done many things, and I've also experienced in many different fields of occupation, of career, of jobs. And I always wondered if it's because I'm just unbalanced or unfocused or whatever, but I always had that urge to do this. And I also had the need to have several income, several streams of income. But it was also a spiritual desire that I couldn't explain, to gather a lot of abilities, skills, knowledge, experience. And it took me a long time to figure out how it will all come together. But look at what I'm doing right now, the tarot, and I'm a performer, so I'm using my performing skill, and I also managed companies and did a lot of managerial work and know how to work with money and how to work with people and how to work by myself and how to have a boss, but also how to be the boss of myself. And it all kind of connects to what I'm doing here on my channel and on my other streams of occupation in a way that I feel really sits right for me. So if so far you haven't really figured out how it sits right for you, you're about to, or about to create something that makes it all sit right and in like one room. Does that make sense? This is an amazing, amazing message for you guys. I'm super happy to I'm super, super happy to be able to give this to you. Cancer. Amazing. Okay. Eight of Wands in the bottom of the deck. So opportunities will come accordingly. Guys, thank you so much for joining. Thank you for your likes and your shares and all that all that jazz. Jazz. Potpourri of knowledge, yes. I will see you in a few on Leo. I'm going to do Leo next. And that's it. Check out the description box for all the fun stuff. Love you guys. Happy New Year.